Back at you with another video from 80s Nut. Today I have a cool video for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and run you through some cassettes that I just recently acquired. Oh, they're inside this here. This high quality leather. Leather from okay, it's not leather. It's this is Rolls-Royce leather. This is hand stretched and stitched and this is Corinthian leather. Corinthian leather. Okay, it's final. Alright, so I just got a hold of these cassettes. They're numbered, and almost all of them are numbered. Someone went through a lot of trouble numbering them and writing on these, labeling them as to what their contents are. Honestly, some of this stuff doesn't even look like English to me. I mean, it's an English alphabet, but I don't understand it. Anyway, others are clear and you can understand what they are. I have not listened to the actual audio on here. Don't know yet, as of yet, what I'm planning to do with the audio that's on there. I don't think I have time to even go through all of it. But let me go ahead and start off with a few of these. Here's a Maxell. Oh, you know, let me zoom in. So I got this really cool new camera. Alright, so if you guys know who some of the bands are, or if you recognize them, let me know. I'll let you know if I recognize certain ones, but 46. I'm sure a lot of you have this cassette. It's a great cassette. I have a whole bunch of these. Very heavy cassette. You could feel the quality of this one. Right. You can tell that they're from the same lot because they all have this similar labeling. And the okay, so this is Fuji. Most of them have this writing, similar writing that's on there. So some of these cassettes came from a radio studio. DJ at a radio studio. Others were personal cassettes from this guy that I got them from. And others are from his friends. SA90. Number 46E. I like the SA90s and the SAX90s. I like the glossy finish that they got going there. And the large window. Again, I have no idea what that says on there. SA90. '49A. I know that a lot of these are from the 70s too, early 80s. Okay, see that right there? You see where that's made? Yes, sirree. Good old USA. Stop. This one says Gambler Program. Maxell. This I got a few of these too. I didn't have the Basf. This is a cool cassette. So yes, there are still a ton of cassettes out there that I don't have. And there's just a ton of cassettes out there that I don't want. Metal. Let's see if I can zoom into that writing. I'd have to move this up. Did you guys like the special effects? Again, I don't know. I don't know who any of these groups are. Awesome metal cassette. You know, out of this lot, I normally get a bunch of the TDKs, my MI and the MAR 90s, but I did not acquire any metal TDKs like the MA XG90s and stuff. I don't know. Sure, I'd find some really high-end metal ones, but the Maxell is great. It's fine. Yeah, look at that. I don't know. You guys know any of those? Search of the Turtles. Jose Pepsi. Jose Pepsi. See, I know Jose Pepsi. His brother's Coca-Cola. Now this one's really, really cool. Next one I'm going to show you guys is really cool. This one here. This one's very cool. Plan on keeping it just the way it is. Someone went through a whole lot of trouble. And it's to a friend. Right there. Now if you catch it, says 1986, 1978. And 1986 again. What does it say there? It says, "For my friend, Nikki, all the best." Most of them are love songs from what looks like Time Life. Remember when they used to have all the love songs from Time? Do you guys remember all those commercials that were just non-stop? Every time you turned on the TV, right around 9 o'clock at night, boom, you're hit with it. But let me show you this. No. check this out. Check this out. Alright, here. Right here. What does it say? It says 1986. Recorded at Southern Studio, San Rafael, California. Engineer Kevin Ford. Now, I don't know. Someone went through a whole lot of headache to make this cassette for a friend of theirs. That's why I'm gonna keep it just the way it is. See that? Recorded at Church Studio. I think it's really cool. See, that's the kind of stuff I go after. You know, when there's sometimes I find these Walkmans that have receipts in them. It says, "From your mom. Hope you enjoy it." That's great. That really is. I'll tell you guys a really cool thing. I got my kids are collecting too, and I'm really happy with that. They're into most of the stuff I collect, but you know, I tell them they have their own choices and they can collect whatever they want to collect. So they don't just collect what I collect. They also collect erasers and all sorts of stuff, whatever they want to collect. But they do have a collection of cassettes too. I don't know. I have way too many of these. Way too many open and way too many sealed. Scotch. See, now this one has a note on the inside. Guy's name, I think, right on the bottom there. I don't know. Is that even American? I don't think so. Cool cassette. Might be Russian. Another one of these. We know they're different because that says 47. There's a bunch of these in there. I think it's in there. Are they identical? No, they're not. Mr. 80's they're not identical. I know they're not. Trying to pull you guys some of the... Oh, here, this is cool. Wow. Metal. I like most metal cassettes. I think not just the quality of the sound, quality of the casing on the outside, because you're actually going to pay more for the metal cassette. So they made them a little bit more extravagant than your typical Type 2 cassettes. Again, I can't even read or try to pronounce what's written on these. It's number 13. Number 13. The Omega 13. What is this? Omega 13. What does it do? No? Doesn't ring a bell? That's from Galaxy Quest. What the heck is Galaxy Quest? Tim Allen, Galaxy Quest? No? You guys? This is a really cool cassette because first time I got one of these cassettes, I was a freshman in high school. It was given to me by a friend of mine that made the cassette for me. He said, "Hey, made your cassette, and more than the music that was on it, I was intrigued by the actual cassette because I haven't yet, at the time, haven't had seen that particular cassette yet." But he's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "It's awesome! It's awesome! I'm so happy." Wait until you hear it. I was like, I love the cassette. It doesn't matter what's on it. I know, Antoine, you've showed us too many of these. That's getting a little old for you guys, huh? But look, looks like it's the wrong case. That's nice. This would be great if it didn't have writing on it. I like this cassette. I don't like this cassette. Again with the strange writing, but type 1. Don't like this one either. I think the ones that I don't like, the market was saturated with them back in the late 80s, early 90s, even though this one's a little older. But there's certain ones that I've just seen way too many times all over the place and are for sale all over the place. Not really excited with those ones. It's another cool one. Sorry, I spun that a little too fast. Somebody went through a whole lot of trouble writing on this one too. That's a really, really cool looking cassette. Do you guys know where these are made? Do you know? Anybody? Huh? No? You should. It's made in Germany. You know, the Germans always make good stuff. Are you following me, camera guy? Olympic swimmers use them to dry themselves off. It's the ShamWow infomercial, guys. But look at all the trouble they went through. Printed out these labels. Not sure. I'm trying to read this, but regardless, I think I did really well with this lot here. Okay, so you're probably thinking, okay, why is that one? Show me that it's made in Germany. Show me which one's made in... Alright, so. Where do you think this is made? Wrong. Wait a minute, I didn't answer. Right there. Yes, made in France. And the one I had earlier, made in Germany. See, there are so many different releases of some of the same identical units. Remember, IBM had factories everywhere, and not just in the U.S. Sony, same thing. So it depends on what factory was used for certain units. You can have the same identical cassette, and one could be made in the U.S. and another one could be made in Mexico. And trust me, there is a huge quality difference. Even if they're building to the same schematic and the same specifications, they can have all the same rev drawings. There's just an extreme amount of difference between. I've noticed you can have a Walkman that's made in Japan and the same identical Walkman. And you guys know this because there's so many Sony Walkmans that are identical model numbers, yet they're made in different countries, in different release dates. And you'll notice real quick that the quality of the Japanese one surpasses pretty much everything else of that time period. Does that have to do with human errors? And I would think so. It's really what it would come down to, because most of the components are the same. Most of the CNC, you guys know, they put in if something's being machined, well, that's just an AutoCAD program. So it really comes down to the assembly process and the people that are putting them together. I'm getting tired. I think I already showed you guys one of these. Did I show you this one? 46H. I did not. The capsules. How many of these capsules do you guys have? These were very popular. These were great cassettes to record on. They weren't overpriced, and they sounded, they're just awesome sounding cassettes. I do have a lot of the capsule ones. Sorry, I'm not making the special effects. Okay, so you can tell that I had way too many Red Bulls. I'm not even kidding, I had 3 Red Bulls today at work. Had a heck of a day with my boss. So I would like to go to the funeral. I'm sure most of you guys already know about the officers that were killed on Friday. On Friday, it's a Sacramento sheriff and a Placer County sheriff. I think it was a detective. What was his name? Michael Davis. Anyway, I wanted to pay respects and actually go to the memorial. And I was told that I could not because it didn't fall under family grievance. And I had this huge situation there at work because I wanted to go to that. That's going to be coming Tuesday. So Monday they have one for the Sacramento sheriff, and then on Tuesday they have one for the Placer County sheriff. If it was up to me, I'd go to both of them. I know that today they had the Dutch Brothers coffee, putting in all contributions of sales towards the funds for the families of the deceased. Anyway, I know we're getting off track, but that's in part why I had ended up with 3 Red Bulls. I had one early morning. By midday, I got into the debate with the my supervisor. It didn't go too well. Don't worry, I didn't lose my job. But there was definitely a threat made from my supervisor of being written up if I did go to the memorial. I'm going to ask again and see if I can somehow end up getting that. I wasn't trying to take the entire day off. The memorial starts at 10, and I just wanted a few hours, pay my respect, and then head to work. A number of good friends of ours are in law enforcement, and I think the least I could do, the absolute least I could do, is to show up at the memorial and pay my respects to the family. And one of the comments made was, well, it's not your family member, and what does it matter? If they didn't, what does it matter? Every day they go out in their patrol cars. Every day they're out on the streets. They're out there protecting us. Anyway, I'm not going to go into details with that, but I think I'm going to hit the bed. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow.